5th season. This is my first tag of the year. I got Canyon here running camera for me. I've got to go a couple times with him. So far we have been unsuccessful, but he's reminded me that he has killed turkeys with everyone he's been with. It's probably just me that's the problem. So anyway, last night we tried to roost these birds. We were, I'm going to say, completely unsuccessful. We never heard any gobbling last night. There's about 4 different spots that these birds could be in. We're just trying to sit in the middle of them right now. So anyway, stick with us. We'll see what happens. So far, everything's been really quiet this morning. All right. We've said about 15 minutes. There's nothing within a quarter mile of us. We can go to the other end of the property. We're going to sneak around the side to get down there. There's at least 1, maybe 2 down there. Fanned out on the hill. Oh shoot, that was him. Yep. Now you see him, don't you? Yeah. 100 yards. We don't think he could see that flambeau hen very good. So anyway, he did not come into us. We tucked back away in the timber, got down in the creek. We've snuck all the way around in front of him. And he's just dinging around out here on this edge. I don't know what to do with him. We're in a very thick spot. I've never seen turkeys do what he's doing right now. They've never done this back here. He's just messing around on this hillside across the creek from us. He's probably only 100 yards away, but it's very thick right here. I just don't know what to do with him. But we need to figure something out pretty quick. I don't see him. I don't see him. I don't know where he's at. Where is he? Oh, shit. Well, that happened quick, fast, in a hurry. Let's go get him. No, that's a joke. Standing up there on top of that hill, I could not decide what to do. They just never come down through here. I've never hunted turkeys over here ever on this side of the farm, but they all came this way today for whatever reason. We were able to get around that bird that was in the field that wouldn't come in. We got around him in the creeks, and I bet we had to be within 80 to 100 yards of him, slipping through the creek. But the creek is way too thick. There's nothing you can do with him. Trying to stay in the creek and ambush him, so to speak. So we slipped up here. We got to a big log jam we could not get across, so we backtracked about 30 yards and came back over here to my left, and we got up on that hill, and that's where I just talked to you last. We were coming down off that hill. We had just crossed the creek. We're way back here in the shadows. He's out there in the light. I was confident there's no way he could see us. We were slipping, and Canyon says, "Hey, there he is. He's coming in the woods." I could not see him. If Canyon wouldn't have spotted him there, it would have all been over very quickly. But about 5 minutes later, this thing has slipped up through the woods. There's two creeks right here. We knew he had to cross at least one of them. We heard his wings when he flew the creek. He was about 40 yards. I saw his head pop up. I was going to have to shoot right past Canyon, so I probably rang his bell pretty good. He got down. I got stood up when he got behind some thick stuff. He had already spotted us. Canyon couldn't even see him. I suppose it's kind of greedy of me, but I blasted. He was about 50 yards. It was very thick. I shouldn't have shot. I shouldn't have shot. But anyway, very limited on days I'm going to get to hunt, thanks to Illinois and their fantastic way that they've always done turkey season. So anyway, I got today. I probably got one other day to hunt. We got some other spots. We're going to go drive around and see what we see. Definitely did not hit that bird. He flew out of here, so he's just fine. He's probably still flying. He's probably in the next county over by now. Well, it's second to last day of fifth season here in Illinois. Me and Canyon are set up on Dusty's lease today. I've been having a lot of trouble with the few turkeys that I got around my place that I can mess with. So Dusty very graciously let us come down here to one of his leases. We're set up in one of his blinds. He said this is where he'd go. So anyway, and we know there's turkeys here. An old guy that lives right over here, he sees them here all the time. So anyway, we're set up here. Got the decoy out here in front of us, sitting in this blind. We're really comfortable, except for I think Dusty runs a mosquito hatchery inside this blind. There's just mosquitoes everywhere. We've not heard any turkeys yet. It's very foggy this morning. But anyway, we'll sit here and we'll see what happens. We know there's turkeys in the area. Dusty says he's seen them out here pretty often. And another guy down the road, he sees them real often too. So we'll sit here and we'll see what happens. Deer everywhere too. We just about had to find our way back here this morning with all the deer in the field. So stick with us, we'll see what happens.
I didn't see him.
I'm sorry.
Did you have the GoPro on?
Nope. I heard him putt.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got him. None of it's on video. Classic for me right here. But anyway, got my 5th season tag field. We started in this field on the other side of this old road bed. these turkeys were roosted in this woods through this little thick stuff. Canyon's been out here one time. I've never been out here on Dusty's lease, so I really don't know anything about it. We started in this field where he told us would be a great place to start, but the birds were supposed to be south and west of us. They ended up being directly north of us in this other woods. So we were trying to get crawled through this thick, there's like 2 thick fence rows with the roadbed, you know, in there. But the roadbed was sunk, so we were able to crawl through there. We got to this other side, we set up on a big tree. We realized that this was a thick, nasty weed field, and the birds had shut up. We were confident they were still here, and we hadn't spooked them. So we set the decoy out here about 10 yards in front of us. We sat quiet. We wanted them to gobble one more time to know exactly where they were. Canyon said he thought he heard one drumming, and then all of a sudden he says, there they are to the left, coming down the trail. And there is a trail right here. They were maybe 20 yards, probably more like 15 yards. So anyway, there was a couple of them coming in. I swung my gun over to get on them. One of them had already putted. He'd already seen us. Potentially he saw the decoy and didn't like it too close. You know, they weren't expecting that decoy to be there. I don't know if that's what got them or if they actually saw me moving. I wouldn't have thought they'd have saw us moving because we were up in the shadows. But anyway, I pulled up on one and I let him have it. That's going to be the end of my 5th season here. Only turkey I got this year, only tag I had. So anyway, very happy that I got him. Let's walk up to him and see what he is. I'm very happy to have him. Canyon's probably not proud of me at all for my lack of videoing capability here. But we did get him. We did get him. We'll get a tag on him. We'll get him out of here. And then I guess I still got time to work all day now. First we gotta get breakfast though. Man, if we'd have stayed over there, we might have had this, I mean, in the open field on the decoy, just like everybody wants them to be, you know. I guess my impatience wanting to get to them, I guess that's what got us this morning. But anyway, still worked out. Still worked out.